you double check for me? It's recording. So that juice.
It is.
Heroes, yeah. It's like gelatin, Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Life Like Bunny. I am Bunny, the life that is of. I am so glad you clicked onto my face and you're watching this video. Today's video, if you've not read the title, I am talking about free bleeding. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because this is a very serious matter, okay? Today's video is going to be something along the lines of why you should free bleed or why free bleeding is good for you. Something like that. So, but before we get into the video, just remember, I am Sticky Bunny Weird. I make music. I've got 2 albums out. One is called Don't Trust the Brain and the other one is called Weird One, and they're both available to stream on all music platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, you can stream it on YouTube, Tidal, TikTok, it's on all platforms. Just click the link down below and just check it out, because that, you know, means a lot to me. I want to be able to have like 1,000+ people on Spotify to listen to my music, because I want it to get out there, you know. I want you guys to listen to it. So yes, click the link down below and go listen to my music. And also do not forget to subscribe if you've not, because I make videos 3 times a week. Also like this video because it helps me out in the algorithm. Comment your thoughts as the video goes along, because that shit helps me out. I like to know what you think about, you know, the topic I'm discussing. So yes, enough with the promo. Let's get into the video. Today's video basically is me talking about, like I've said, free bleeding and why I believe all people that have got vaginas should consider doing so. Like, first and foremost, if you don't know what free bleeding is, I mean, I'll take quick to explain, but basically it's freely bleeding. It is not having to use tampons or pads to, you know, restrict your menstrual flow, because when you do restrict your menstrual flow, you know, you use tampons and pads so you can walk around freely, go to work and go to school, and, you know, sometimes people just don't like the texture of bleeding and just feeling blood on themselves, so they use tampons and stuff like that. The opposite of that is free bleeding. Is basically where what I typically do, because I recently switched over to that basically this year. What I do with free bleeding is I get a towel, put a towel underneath my bed, and then just lay my bed as usual. So if I'm on the bed and I'm lying down, or even on the sofa, because I put a towel on the sofa underneath as well. So if I'm sitting down and I don't put anything on my body, basically I wear regular underwear, and if I happen to be bleeding through and I bleed through the underwear, the blood goes through the bed sheet into the towel. And make sure you have a thick enough towel, and that's how you trap the blood. And yeah, basically that's how it goes. And you can still walk around because you're wearing underwear. You feel a little bit wet down there, like, you know, like you pee yourself, but it's not the same. It's not like dripping all over your thighs or anything like that, because menstrual blood is not that much. Most people think it's like a fucking gallon or some shit, but it's literally about this much over the entire few days. So you could free bleed it out, depending, you know, even if it's like a heavy bleeding, you could still free bleed it out. Like, you could just go to the bathroom, wash yourself up every single time you feel uncomfortable. That's what I do. And basically, the reason I'm saying why everybody should do this, anybody who has, like, you know, a bleeding vagina, I advocate for you to do this, is because there are 2 mainly disadvantages to using things like tampons and pads. And let's start on with the tampons. Tampons cause toxic shock syndrome, guys. It's a real fucking disease. It's like a real nightmare. Like, you get your legs amputated if you're not, like, I might sound like I'm just, you know, exaggerating or whatever, but this is the truth. Like, with toxic shock syndrome, most people, but like the scientists, they say that it's caused by not being able to, like, change your tampon regularly. However, even if you're changing it regularly, you're still, you know, have a chance of contacting toxic shock syndrome. So basically, it's just, if you're using tampons, you have a huge chance of getting it. Doesn't matter whether you're changing them regularly or not. And the reason being is because tampons are usually bleached. You know what I mean? Even if you use natural tampons, it's not really good to have something inside you like that. Like, your body is naturally trying to repel it, and it's causing this sort of like contradiction within your body, and it's probably why it's causing things like toxic shock syndrome, because it's releasing really nasty shit in your body. Like, those tampons are not sterile, like they really aren't. Like, they are put in not vacuum sealed what is it called, packaging. So like there's air contamination on there, there's so much disease and bacteria, all that shit, and it's just going right inside your fucking cooch, inside, like all up in there. That is not good. No wonder it's causing toxic shock syndrome to people. Like, as soon as I found out about toxic shock syndrome like a few years ago, I was so fucking worried and scared about using tampons. Like, the entire time I was using them, I was paranoid, like, and I was just wishing I could get to a stage where I can't and I don't do that. Luckily I have. Like, right now I don't, unless like I'm going like on a plane or going somewhere for too many hours where I don't have an access to a bathroom to be able to clean myself up and change up my, you know, my flea bleeding clothes. In fact, yes, I use cloths, and they keep saying like cloths are so primitive and how you're using them because you don't have access to pads, but they are so natural, they are washable, like they can just what is it called, wear down over time. You know what I mean? Just push it in a washing machine and it's clean. Likely not to have any bleach in it because it's your fucking clothes. It's just a fucking cotton fabric. Like, it has so much more benefits to using cotton fabrics than using either pads or tampons. Pads, like, you're going to either flush them down the toilet or have to put them in the bin, and then like it's someone else's problem because you don't know what's happening after that. Like, the only right way is either if you burn it yourself, or even that's pollution. Like, it is not a good solution. The only thing I suggest is even like bandanas like these, the ones I use for my hair. If you could use something like that, that would be quite great because they're the right, you know, form fitting. But what I found that helps is if you have to be active that day, for example, like you have to do some sort of exercise, or you're going to the shops, or you're going to work. I realize if you still wanted to free bleed, use a sock. Like, double layer up a sock and you put it in your underwear. And socks are like cotton most of the time, and they're thick enough and it never bleeds through when I use a sock. Like, it really doesn't. I change it every 4 hours or so and it works perfectly. Like, just make sure you have a suitable bag to put the rest of the used stuff in, and, you know, put it away, because you won't be able to wash it in your work bathroom. Like, and I know this lifestyle is way more ideal when you have a stay-at-home job, or when you have a stay-at-home job, or you just are a stay-at-home parent or something like that. But yeah, I really recommend it. I do not recommend using Diva cups because I don't think it's right to put plastic right inside you. It's the same thing as putting bleach cotton inside you. It is not okay. You don't know what type of shit those Diva cups is leaking inside your body. Like, I don't think it's right to put plastic inside your vagina. Like, I don't think so. So I am against those as well. Whether it's rubber or not, I don't think we should use plastic cups inside our vagina either. I can make a whole other video about why I think that's shit too. Just let me know in the comment section below. And also, guys, if you free bleed like me, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd like to know how you do it, what sort of process you go through, and, you know, you can give me tips, or I can give you tips. We can talk about it. Tell me about your experience. And another reason why I'm against pads is very similar to tampons. Pads are bleached as well, and they leak through, they cause burns because, you know, they're just not well made. So if you wear them for even like 4 hours, they're just gonna start causing burns because it's not the right material, versus a cotton fabric that is not gonna cause burns. Do you know what I mean? And most of them, they get filled like that in 2 seconds. And also, you feel like you're wearing a diaper, okay? It's not nice. It is straight up not nice. And also, the what is it called? When you wear them in the underwear, they show most of the time, and you're paranoid the entire time that your pads are showing. It is a nightmare. It sucks that women are not more accommodated in terms of not just women, mind language. It sucks that like people who bleed are not more accommodated at all in our society. Like, we really aren't. And whenever like policies are put up to accommodate us, people just get upset. Like, I saw this video of tampons and pads being put in men's bathroom in this, I don't know whether it was a college or a university or something. Yeah, it was a university. It was a university campus and stuff, and the boys were being so aggressive because they didn't want tampons in there. And I'm like, are you all right? Like, are you okay? why wouldn't you want to accommodate for example, if you think it's only women that bleed, right? Why wouldn't you want to accommodate for the women that you want to be with, theoretically? Because, for example, I'm a woman, I'm rushing, and I happen to go into the men's bathroom by accident, because I do that all the time. I should be able to have the pads there. I should be able, it doesn't matter whether it's a man's bathroom or not, they should be accessible to me still. Like, come on, it's a bit ridiculous. It's like saying, I just don't understand this fucking nonsense. Like, why does accommodation for others make you so upset? I know it's because you're trying to be transphobic, but fuck off. Just fuck off. We need to accommodate more for bleeding people, and we need to encourage free bleeding, okay? I personally would go out and say it's the only healthy way of bleeding is free bleeding. And also it helps us people who bleed get more in touch with our bodies and get more in touch with the blood, because we find it, at least I used to find it disgusting, and I used to be like, oh fuck, my period again, oh I hate my period. But now when it comes, I like my period, I love my period, because it's here to show me that my body is healthy and it in its regular form. Like, I know it comes with cramps that are debilitating, but that's not the period's fault. That's my body just not being able to handle the pain. It's as simple as that. And I wish there was, again, way more facilities to help me handle the pain, like medicine that is good and doesn't have bad side effects, but that doesn't exist. So the option is to blame the period. It's not the period's fault, okay? The period is there to come every month to tell you you're healthy, okay? And if you're not healthy, it will show those symptoms too. It's just there to show you. It's a symbol, it's a symptom, okay? So it's no point getting pissed at it. In fact, I like the blood, I need to look at it, I need to see what color of the blood is to make sure I am healthy. I like it, I love it. And I feel like that's the mentality all of us, people who bleed and people who do not bleed, need to all together, conglomerate, because it's not easy that we bleed every single month and like people just act like, yeah, just deal with that. It's not easy to have to deal with blood. Like somebody like me, I get so nauseated around blood and stuff like that. So imagine it happening to you every single fucking month. It's like a part of you have to kind of hold up to help you deal with it when it's hard. It's just straight up hard. And people need to stop acting like it's not hard. It is. It's not something we should be ashamed of. Okay, it's something we need help with. In fact, what would make this so much easier, people that bleed being given 10 days off, 10 days off every single month to just be at home and bleed and be in tune with your body. Maybe we'll get less cramps, because just before your period is coming, you're not stressed out at work. You just, pre-planned, you're gonna get your days off. That's what we need, okay? So if you agree with me, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, I think I'm done for today's video. I feel like I've conversed and talked for way too long with you guys. So do not forget to like it if you liked the video. Tell me your thoughts down below. Do you think free bleeding is the way to go? Do you disagree with me? What are the limitations do you think come with free bleeding? What are your stories with using tampons and shit like that? Have you heard about toxic shock syndrome? Let me know in the comment down below. And also don't forget to subscribe, like I said, share this video to whoever would find it useful. And don't forget to check out my music, Sticky Bunny Weird, on all platforms. The link is down below. I love you so much, my lovelies. You're the pussy. You're the sun that shines in my eyes. Yes, eat pussy, suck dick, and everything in between.